Alright, today we'll be talking about what? Booting a computer. So now, first of all, I would love to introduce the topic to you. What is booting in a computer? Who can tell me? Yes? It's a process in which the computer undergoes while preparing itself for what? Usage. Louder. While preparing itself for what? Usage. Again? While preparing itself for usage. Very good. So it's a process. You have, when you are booting, sometimes your phone, you do have, when you click on the side button, or I don't know the button you might be clicking on, when you see, they'll tell you, you'll be option of shut down, restart. So restart simply means what? Reboot it. You are rebooting it. You're starting it all over again, like you are refreshing it again. So it's in computer, it's called booting. That process is called what? Booting. It's an automatic process whereby the CPU checks the availability of the connectivities in the what? Computer. In booting, there are different types of booting, right? There are two types of what? Booting. There are many types of booting. Two types of booting. So these types of booting are called the cold booting and the what? Warm booting. Again?
The cold booting and the warm booting.
Again?
The cold booting and the warm booting.
Again?
The cold booting and the warm booting.
So when we say the cold booting, what does it mean? The cold booting simply involves the what? Starting afresh of a what? Computer. Starting afresh of a computer. Like for instance, we want to go to a computer lab, right? To the laboratory to work on the computer. It's already, everything is set already. We have the computer, the monitor, we have the CPU, we have the keyboard, the mouse, and every other component of the what? Computer. So what do we need to do? First, to put on the power. After putting on the power activates it, everything starts coming up, starts seeing light, starts showing up different places. So you go to your computer and press on the power button on the what? Computer. Then it now brings you, once you click on the power button, it turns it on automatically. The power button will turn it on what? Automatically. Everything just goes on. Are we together now?
Yes.
Are we together now?
Yes.
In some cases, you will see that when you put on the computer, or they will tell you, or the laptop, they will tell you user 1 or user 2. Once you open, you have to click on user 1 or the user 2. Then that brings you back to your what? Screen. Now, your starting afresh is a cold button. So starting from the top. It's a gold button. It just comes up, everything. Like when you come, like when I project on the screen, I just click on the what? Power button. It turns on. Everything starts working on its own. Are we together? This type of booting is called what? Hard booting. We can call it a what? Hard booting. I'm with your question. We can call it a what? Hard booting. So the processors of the computer, in this case, it starts afresh on its own after pressing the power button. Now the other type of booting we said is what? Warm booting. It's called what? Warm booting. And it's a process whereby the computer is already turned on. Everything is turned on. Like for instance, I call it hibernating, alternate delete. Alternate what? Delete. That doesn't mean you, like for instance, when I mean one booting, simply without, maybe we are typing on the system. It's supposed to go through the process of what? Shutting down. You understand me? Shutting down the system, like closing your work, then going to shut down the system. No, you just click on the power button. Or alternate what? Delete. It turns off on its own automatically. So me to go to power button, do this one. It just alternate delete. It just hold off on its own. Sometimes you click on the power what? Button. Are we together? We already know that the power is already on. Like on the system, the power is what? Already on. The power is already what? On its own. So at this case now, That particular process is called a what? Warm booting. We don't need to go through the stress of going to do what to go and click on start afresh, go and do this. It's on already. Your work, immediately you on it, you just go to the page where you were. That's the what? Warm booting. Now there are steps for this booting in the what? Computer. There are what? Steps for this booting in the what? Computer. What are the steps that are involved? We have turning on power source from the sockets. You turn on your stabilizer, your UPS, your monitor, your system unit. You understand? And start entering your password. Those are the ways, the steps in booting a what? Computer. What about checking the booting process? When you want to check the what? Booting process. How did we do that? We check the booting process by what? Check if the present monitor, if we have the monitor available, the availability of the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, and other components of the what? Computer. We also check for what? Virus. We check for what? Virus on the memory. I hope you are listening. We check on the what? Virus on the what? Of the what? Memory. If it has already been contaminated, you understand me? So we have to check it properly to know that everything concerning our computer is properly what? Functional. Another thing we check for is that we follow instruction, the system instruction. We load some system instructions in the computer, operating, and check the memory status of the what? Computer. That's to check that everything is properly what? Prepared. Everything is properly what? Prepared. And I hope you all understand this booting process. Do you have any questions? So that means we are clear on it. We are clear on it.